Hey everyone, it's John Pinton. Back in February, I was claiming that a perfect storm was forming for the Canadian housing market, including here in Vancouver, where I see speculative activity happening in segments outside of the detached market, specifically condos. And Robert Kavcic, the senior BMO economist, seems to agree with me as well. He thinks a perfect storm is forming, and he's calling the Canadian housing market the wild north. There's a few reasons why he thinks this. Few of them are low interest rates, high paying jobs are coming back sooner than expected, and he himself has seen speculative activity going on in the Canadian housing market. So I want to dive deep into the Vancouver market and see if this is actually happening here as well. So before we get into that, if you could subscribe down below, like and comment, that would be much appreciated. So is speculative activity happening here in Vancouver, as Robert Kavcic is claiming is happening? Well, yes and no. There is condo FOMO actually happening here in Vancouver, but it's not as widespread as it could be, and I see upward momentum going into the summer if things are left unchecked. As Robert Kavcic also claimed, he has seen prices will extend past up to above what we are today, up into the summer and fall, if the government does not create cooling measures. So let me give a background onto what the condo market has been doing the past year. Sales are actually up 65% year over year as of February 2021. However, the sales, the prices are actually only up 2.5% year over year and only 2.5% up since January. However, this doesn't paint a whole picture of what's going on. I'd like to review actually some real estate sales for you. But first, let me give you some more stats on the February condo market, because there were increases in some segments higher than 2%. For example, in West Vancouver, which saw the highest increase in condo prices, it was up to 9.9%. And then in Maple Ridge, we saw 8.7%, and in Pitt Meadows, 7.9% increase year over year. So there are regions of the Greater Vancouver Real Estate Board that have already seen prices accelerate past 2.5%. However, I am seeing condo prices go much above this in the past 3 months, specifically in the past month. I'm going to analyze those sales right now. I have 5 sales to look at, 1 2-bedroom condos across Vancouver, and let me share the first one with you right here. So the first one is in New Westminster, Unit 401-202, Mowat, 2-bedroom, built in 1988. It sold March 16th. The assessment value was $483,000, and it was asking $495,000, and it sold for $546,000. So an increase of $63,000 over the assessment value. It was 871 square feet. So this is not a new 2-bedroom condo. This is relatively old, over 20 years old in New Westminster. I see prices accelerating in this condo segment in New Westminster, Burnaby, Vancouver. I don't think this has reached the maximum where we could see prices going, specifically with people being priced out of the detached market, but still qualified for prices up to $1 million. We will see an upward trend for 2-bedroom condos across the Lower Mainland. So there's another one actually I found interesting down in downtown Vancouver on Alberni Street, 1710-1367, built in 1999, 600 square feet. Assessment value is $680,000. However, they chose to list the property at $599,000, and it sold for $60,000 over the asking price, which was $660,000, but still $20,000 below the assessment value. In my opinion, there's a lot of room to grow for this condo. I could definitely see this condo selling for $660,000, being upwards around $750,000 by the end of the summer. There's a 2-bedroom condo over on Central Lonsdale, 102-128 21st Street, 925 square feet, built in 2000, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, assessment $673,000. They were asking $799,000, and it just sold for $885,000. So $212,000 over the assessment price, which gives you a 30% increase year over year on the assessment from last year. So incredible returns. Mind you, this was a garden level suite and it did have a nice little yard, so it was partially a townhome. But still, it's a condo, you pay strata fees, and just before Christmas, these condos were selling below asking price. So we're seeing amazing activity. It sounds like it's a local buyer that wants to live there, get out of the city. I don't think this was speculative activity, but there are signs of speculative activity going on. For example, just a one-bedroom condo in Mount Pleasant, 402-2770 Sophia Street, built in 2008. It's a one-bedroom. Assessment was $554,000. It was asking $688,000, and it just sold for $725,000. Sold on March 9th. $171,000 over assessment price, 30% increase year over year. I don't believe a local bought this. I think it's investment. Rentals were allowed, so I'd be cautious of what was going on with this sale price. And there's also one actually in Burnaby, listed for $498,000, and it just sold for $572,000. Mind you, it was 1,000 square feet, and rentals weren't allowed. This was in Burnaby at 6055 Nelson Avenue. So this was not speculative activity. Someone who wants to live here, rentals aren't allowed. But as Robert Kavcic, the economist, is saying, we're going to see upward momentum in speculative activity if growth is left unchecked, if we don't see increased policy measures from government, or if we don't see a substantial increase in interest rates in the short term. I do predict that Bill Macklem and the Canadian Bank of Canada will have to increase interest rates by the end of the year. They're saying not till 2023, but I don't believe it. The economy will definitely rebound substantially higher than anticipated, I think, by this fall. We will see an upward trend in prices for condos, and I see a leveling off for detached homes. Basically, if we're seeing condos going for 30% higher than last year, and house prices are going 20-30%, there's going to be a lot of investors coming out in the next couple months here where they're going to see people that have been buying homes are gaining a 20-30% increase over the house assessment value. So investors will try to do the same thing for condos, where it's much a lower risk to buy something near Vancouver, where there's going to be a lot of people that are going to be moving to Vancouver. As I was saying in past episodes, we're going to have a massive immigration boom coming from India, which I document in a full length video about what will be happening, including high-tech workers coming to work at Amazon. They have the Canada Post building under construction as the second Amazon headquarters, where 12,000 employees will be working downtown. These are high-tech workers that do not want to be living in the suburbs. They're going to be asked, and they're going to want to work at the office again once restrictions ease, people are vaccinated. Downtown was a vibrant and active community before the pandemic. I was personally working with tons of buyers before March 2020. There was multiple offers going on. It was just picking up. The pandemic kind of halted this frenzy of people moving to downtown in Mount Pleasant, Kitsilano. And I do see an upward momentum happening again by the end of the summer, where people are going to be returning, single people, young couples that are working near downtown for these tech companies. And they're going to realize they need to be close to work. There's a big social aspect that people are forgetting about. And sure, people might have families, and it's a good thing to move out to Langley and have a nice yard and whatnot. But there's going to be a lot of people that value their social interaction and being near their workplace. They don't want to start communicating. We're going to see a lot more people on the road. There's rising gas prices. If you haven't realized, the gasoline price has gone up to $1.50, and what I pay is $1.70 for premium, unfortunately. So I'm going to have to get an electric car soon. But all jokes aside, this is actually serious, and people are going to start considering, maybe I should move back closer to the city. Maybe we should, maybe once we have kids, we should move back to a two-bedroom condo in Mount Pleasant and downsize and have a beautiful lifestyle, be social, have the seawall, have Stanley Park at our doorstep, have amazing restaurants. You don't have kind of this metropolitan flair of restaurants and the arts out in Surrey and Langley. It's more just staying at home and being in the backyard, having a barbecue with the family. I'm all for that. I love suburban lifestyle as well. But there is a huge population of people working in Vancouver in the next 2-3 years that will be moving to Vancouver and already living in Vancouver, working for these tech companies, and they're gonna value their time, and they don't want to commute. So they want to live as close as possible to their workplace, which is primarily downtown Vancouver and Great Northern Way down in Mount Pleasant. So I just want to kind of dive deep and really look at what's going on in the house prices for condos. We've already seen a huge rise in detached, and as the senior economist from BMO says, there is speculative activity rising, and there are condos where you can still get good deals, as the one I was saying on Alberni Street, listed for $599, sold for $660. It's still below the assessment value, so there's still room to grow up. So if you are looking to get into the market for your first time place, I would definitely buy now. And if you are looking to buy a house, you are probably worried that prices might keep going up, and they actually will keep going up. However, I think there will be a softening by the fall, but I don't see prices coming back down below where they are today. So I would suggest, if you are thinking of buying, get into the market, but don't overpay. Be smart. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment box down below here. I have a lot going on, but I'll definitely try to get back to you as soon as I can. I have a brand new listing that just is going on the market this weekend. I have showing Saturday and Sunday with offers next Tuesday. It is the most affordable detached house left on the market in Langley, and I think even Surrey. We've listed it for $899,000. It's a 4,000 square foot property, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, roughly 1,700 square feet. It's a great starter home, nice south-facing backyard in Langley City, half a block to an elementary school, and it's a great community to be in. So if you are looking for detached home, give me a call. I have a few times left to show clients this weekend. And if you and don't give up. If you are out there searching, there's more inventory coming on the market as we speak. A lot more listings compared to last month, and there will be even more in April. So there's hope there for you. I hope you have a good rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks, everyone.